Hello, good day to you. This is the Wise Owl 2 coming at you from the city where I live. That's who I am, the Wise Owl 2. I want to show you. This is my room. Remember the second storage room I told you about? We have a lot of things here now. See, I took it. I took the Lance crackers and I put them in the glass container because I took them out the box. I want to take all this out the box and put them in their own container for many reasons. One reason is because you can see it, because the packages are already advertised what it is. Why hide it in the box? I just put it in a jar because my family comes in to the back room, and when I watch television or go on the computer, they come to the back storage room, the second storage room, and they just pick up the a little package of crackers and go their way, you know. And then we got you got all these tasty cakes. I love tasty cakes, love them. I bought a whole lot of them, but I have to put them in certain glass packages. I have to look for them. But this video is not about what. Well, before I tell you what the video is about, let me show you my my storage room, my second storage room. Let me see if I can go back here. Hey, remember the second storage room I told you about? Look how it looks now. Look how it looks now. We also have wood for the wood stove. Look at that. Toothpaste. I got a whole lot upstairs in my closet. I have to bring them down and put them over here. Look at that. Sponges. This is my second storage room. My first storage room is even better. And here, see? I even got firewood that we stored here when it gets cold. But since it's winter and spring will be here, even spring, the beginning of spring is chilly. You know, you gotta take the dampness out when it rains and everything too, and the wind. It brings a chill in the city where I live. So I got the wood. We're gonna get rid of those these firewood slowly but surely. By the time the middle or late spring, when the weather's nice and beautiful, it comes out. See, we only got much left. We only got this much, and one over here. I'm gonna get rid of that soon. In fact, tonight I'm putting some more. We got boxes here. You can see right here, paper plates in this box. We got floor cleaners and bleach in this one. I had to buy more paper towels. Here we got dry milk, powdered milk. I don't know if I can open this and show it to you. See, it's still here. Let's see. No, it's down there. My mistake. This is an empty box. Down there, we have dry milk, powdered milk, a whole lot in the box. I'm looking for recipes and know how to cook it. I had to buy more towels, paper towels. We have paper towels there, and we got toilet paper and paper towels also. In the next storage room. The next storage room is the next room behind this wall. Behind this wall is another room. And we have the first storage room. This second storage room was given to me as a project by my family. They wanted me to make a storage room, a second one, and I did. And here it is right here. Now, this video is not about the storage room. This video is about plastic containers. I'm about to sneeze. Let me see. Let me see if I can sneeze. Excuse me. You see that container right there that says Frosted Flakes? I have a friend of mine who told me he had a storage room for years. And when he had a storage room, he noticed that he had roaches or bugs in his house. Not me, not us. But he did. My best friend for many years. And so he looked up on YouTube what to do. And they told him to take a juice container made of plastic with a top, and clean it, wash it, dry it out, and put cereal and rice and sugar and everything inside the container. See, because it has a tight seal. See, it has a tight seal. See it, the top. So you don't screw the top. You have to make sure. Now, when you do this, you got to make sure two things. One, that the bottle, the plastic bottle, is nice and dry inside and outside. Number two, that this doesn't smell like juice or soda or whatever it was in there, whatever the previous ingredient was in there, or food or what. Sometimes you gotta take the tab off. When you wash these tabs to dry them, and it still smell like juice or soda or some kind of food, you gotta take the plastic. The inside is a plastic disc, a rubber or plastic disc. Inside, you gotta take it out, and then wash it again. And then you say, don't replace the disc, the inside disc that's in here. Remove it and throw it away, and then rewash the top. See how it is? I took it out. There was a little plastic or rubbery piece in here, round one, and I took it out and I rewashed it, and all that smell went away. Okay, now, if in time, if you put a cereal or anything inside these cereal inside these containers, as you can see, we have Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. We opened the box and took some cereal, but we had the box of cereal open up, and we want to keep it protected from dirt and dust and stuff like that. You never know, right? Or maybe my cats will knock it off the kitchen counter, and it will spill on the floor while we're sleeping at nighttime. To do this, we just have this kind of bottle. And my friend tells me this kept the bugs out of his house. Hey, out of his storage room. So we don't have it in this house, but bugs or critters like that. But we do have cats. All right. But see, I put it here. Now, if I want to have this for long storage, I will put a oxygen absorber in the bottom. I think a 300 cc, but I didn't do that because we're going to eat this cereal. This is once you open the box and you want to leave the cereal inside the open box. You know what I'm saying to you? So we get one of these. We clean them up. This was a cran apple juice. Cranberry apple juice. I washed it because that smell was very strong, and I let it dry and everything. The only problem I had with that was that the top, no matter how much I cleaned it, kept smelling like cranberry apple juice. So I realized that I got just a disc inside. I took a sharp knife or an object, and I took it out. Then I smelled it, doing no more smell. Now, when you do this, you got to be careful, because in time, you may see blackness or black color around inside these tops or lids. Throw them away or wash them very, very well. Because it's bacteria and mold and stuff like that growing inside the disc. So if you wash it and it keeps growing in there, dry well, then you got to get a new top, or just throw the bottle away and get a new bottle, the whole thing. Okay. All right. So, and when you do use these kind of bottles, I want to put some oatmeal into one of these bottles, and I want to put sugar. Oh, by the way, if you put sugar in these bottles, do not use an oxygen absorber of any kind. Okay. Usually when you put the sugar here, it's a short-term storage. Means that we're going to use it right away. Keep it away from damp. Keep it away from watery places, damp places. Don't put oxygen absorbers inside sugar. Also, sugary cereal like let me see. This cereal here has sugar. This is a Frosted Flakes, a Tiger. Kellogg Frosted Flake has a lot of sugar. I would never put a oxygen absorber inside this, because in time, what happens, it's going to turn the sugar hard, very hard, and when you bite into the cereal after you put the milk in there, it's going to be very hard and rocky, like a little pebble, hard pebble-like chewing you're going to do. Like one of those little candies that you get, powdery hard candies, like little rocks. That's how it'll feel when you bite into the cereal. You can scratch a tooth or chip a tooth or something. You don't want to put oxygen absorber inside sugar at all, or salt. But I will put salt or sugar without the oxygen absorber inside this kind of container, only if it's short term. We're going to keep using it. Does that make sense to you? Okay? So don't put any kind of cereal or any kind of a treat of any kind that has sugar. It'll get hard when you chew into it. Okay? So that's what I did. And when I put the lid back on, I had to make sure that this part here, let me see if I can put this top down. You have to make sure that this is not filled with debris or bacteria or food particles or anything. Maybe some plastic like this one here. This little plastic here is not hindering tightening of the lid. It's not doing anything, so that's good. But you never know, it might. So if it does, you have to may take this off, but I won't. I'll keep it on, and then I'll make sure it's clean. I'll be picking up the lid, and then you can tighten the lid. Not too tight where you strip it. Enough where you know it's sealed. Okay, my friend told me he did this for any bugs or roaches or anything like that couldn't get in there. Or mouses, they had a hard time biting it because of the curvature of the bottle. But that's what he told me about that. Do it. He looked it up on YouTube, and it's not my idea. It's not his idea. It was an idea of other people, and I'm sure you heard about that. And that's what we did. So we took a juice, maybe a Hawaiian Punch juice, that kind of little big and fatter container. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. The trouble you're gonna have is putting the cereal inside the mouth, inside the mouth of the bottle. The wider the mouth, the better. You could use a soda bottle, a 2-liter bottle, and do the same thing, but you're gonna have to. It's gonna be hard to put cereal inside that, unless the cereal is very small. I have a funnel. I bought a lot of funnels from the store in order to pour cereal and rice and anything I want into a bottle or a container. But the flakes of some cereals are just too big. I used the largest funnel I had to pour cereal into this bottle. I couldn't do it because the flakes blocked the hole going into from the funnel, the neck of the funnel. So if you have a hole of this diameter, it's going to be hard to put the cereal inside with a funnel. You're going to have to get a funnel with a bigger, what do you call it, a neck or a tube going into the bottle. It's got to be wider. Okay, maybe the hole of the funnel may be too narrow, or the diameter may be too small. The diameter, that it won't fit into the tube going into the bottle of the funnel. Okay, so the wider the opening right here, the better you can put things in and out. Okay? And you just then when you eat the cereal, you just take off the lid and pour it in. It's hard to put it in there, but it's easy to get out. Okay? And it works. Okay? You can put Rice Krispie, you can put anything you want. But do not put an oxygen absorber in salt or sugar container, because it'll get hard within time, unless that's how you like it. But I wouldn't do it. I got the honey fell. So you can use these old containers. Just wash them very well. Remember, the inside the lid, if it keeps smelling, you got to take out the inside plastic disc that's inside. Okay? And then wash the lid again and let it dry. Okay? First you dry it with a paper towel or a clean towel, kitchen towel, and then let it dry still with the air, and it'll be okay. And you see that it'll be okay. So these things are good. Now I'll have to buy more. Okay, then I put it back up here with the other cereal. See here? There you go. And you say sugar frosted flakes on it. I took a scissors. I cut the label off the cereal box before I threw it away. I took some tape and I taped it into the box. You know, sugar frosted flakes. And we could do the same thing here. See, you got honey roasted, nuts, whatever. Honey roasted. You got frosted mini wheat. You have to be careful with the sugar. See this? The frosted mini wheat has sugar. You have to be careful. Okay, not to put oxygen absorber into it. You got almonds and you got all kinds of stuff there that we bought. See, cereals, honey nut cereals, stuff like that. You have to be careful with oxygen absorber. People think you can put oxygen absorber in anything. You can't. Some things you cannot do it. You shouldn't do it. There's a law for everything. Okay? So the video is not really about my second storage room. It's about these bottles, juice bottles. Now you can do the same thing with the cereal bottle. I mean a soda bottle. With a soda bottle, a soda bottle, but it's too narrow, too small in diameter, the opening or the mouth of the bottle. Although you can put something in there, it can be done if you put in something that's smaller that goes inside the funnel, or you can find a way to put it inside. But that's how it is. Too small. I won't use soda bottles, but I do use that kind of bottle right there. That kind of bottles right here. And then I put the label of the cereal there with a tape. As you can see, one side right there, the tape is coming off. See, you can see the tape. It's coming off right here. I got to put more tape. My sister Virginia and I are going to go to Staples or to well, we're going to go. And we're going to see if we can, Office Mac or whatever. Those kind of stores. And we're going to try to get a label kit, a label making kit, so we can write up, put labels on our jars and bottles. We just because this it looks okay and it's big. If you have eye problems, you can see it. Like I say, Sugar Frosted Flakes, Kellogg's, but it doesn't look too nice when it comes to labeling. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to go look for a little label kit to make labels, but not yet. This week, we're on Monday, but I would say by Wednesday or Thursday we'll go and see if we can find a label making kit, whatever. Okay, so you got all the cereals here. Once you open the box of cereal, you can put them in these containers. Just clean the juices out. You can put also oatmeal. Okay, see, old-fashioned oatmeal. Right there, we can put that there if you want to. We can do a lot of things. We could put macaroni. We could put dry beans. Dry beans. Where that's right here. See dry beans right here. We could put dry beans inside it. Okay. Now, if you're gonna have long-term storage on some products, you're gonna have to put oxygen absorber, about 300 cc's. Some people put 500 to be sure, but it's too much. It's too much. See? Hey. See. Oh, by the way, you have to be careful when you have a food storage. You got to pay attention to your family members. You see this can of original baked beans? We love these. We eat this with frankfurters and sauerkraut and stuff like that. But I have my sister Virginia. She's a vegetarian. She used to eat this. But I went to the store and I found the same thing. Bush's baked beans. It looks the same in the can, same pictures and everything. The only problem is that it's for vegetarian. It says for vegetarian, so I want to buy a couple for her. And she likes soups, and I bought her some soup. She loves without meat, of course, like vegetable soup or cream of asparagus, as you see right here, stuff like that. And she loves English clam chowder and stuff like that. Yeah, so I have to be careful. When you have a food storage, you gotta be careful because some members of your family may be vegetarians. They might have allergies. For example, I bought a jar of peanuts. And I come in here and I take a handful of peanuts. Someone's going, but some people, and not my family. I don't think I have anybody like that in my family. But some people may be allergic to peanuts. A family member. See, you have to be careful that you keep that away from them. Put it back and everything, because they may get hungry and take some. Even though they some people, even though they have an allergy for peanuts, they sometimes eat it by accident. Maybe in a candy bar, maybe in a dessert, and they eat it by accident. They have to carry Benadryl and other kind of medicines with them when they go out to the restaurant. You never know. But in a food storage, you gotta be careful. You gotta find out who you're storing food for. Yourself or for your other members of your family, and you got to find out if they have any allergies or stuff like that. Then you got to find out if they're diabetic, and what kind of foods you're going to store that they can eat, and that they like to eat. You never know. Okay, for example, a diabetic, whether they eat a piece of cake or not, they know that the sugar's going to go up high. So you got to be careful. Okay, so you always got to be careful when you have a storage room. But this storage, this is not about storage, it's about these bottles here, these plastic bottles, see it? Plastic bottle containers to store your cereal, your beans, your dry beans, oatmeal, rice, whatever. If it's long term, oxygen absorber, except for sugary things. You don't want anything with sugar, you want to use an absorber, oxygen absorber for sugar. But you can use it for other things. If it's long term, short term, just leave the cereal inside see that cereal right there? The Sugar Frosted Flake? That'll be gone in between now and in 2 days. Someone coming over, see that, and they eat it. We love sugar Frosted Flakes. And then I want to wash it again, let it dry, and I want to change the label from Kellogg's Frosted Flakes to one of these cereal boxes that we can open. That's simple. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done. Huh? We got a lot of coffee. We got everything. We got a lot of things here. You see these plastic containers for the coffee? You see them right there? I know it's a little dark. It's as hot as it's. Let me see if I can get light in here. But you see, let me see if I can put my flash on. There you go. I should put my flash. I should have done it a long time ago. You see these containers. If you're going to drink coffee right away, like just use them, then it's okay. But if you long term, then you have to store it. You have to store it away from the plastic containers. These plastic containers are not good, and these tops are not too good. Okay. The best coffee to get for long term, if you can get them, is the ones that has no tabs, that you need a can opener to open them. You see them, right? It's hard to see them these days, and so that's what happened. So we have plastic containers like this. If it's long term, you got to take it out, the coffee out, and store it in another container. Okay. All right. Just let you know. See, plastic is good, but you have to watch out how you use them. That's why I told you that when you use this kind of container here. If it's long term, you might have to use an action absorber, except for the sugary items, with sugar or salt or whatever. But you can, for short term, use it for a little while. So all these coffees right here. This is Pilone. This is Pilone. You see it? And Maxwell House again. This plastic. We have to drink that coffee as soon as we get it. I say between now and in 5-6 months, it'll be gone. After that, it's going to get rotten. The taste is going to be not to be too good. Okay, that's why we keep buying coffee after we drink it. We keep buying it, and we rotate the dates and everything. So these containers are good for storing things, especially cereal. Especially if you suffer from a lot of critters, critters and animals, and maybe a mouse, rat, roaches, whatever. My friend told me it's good. So I'll put it there. Just for that. My friend told me that it works for his house. So we don't have any problems like that here, but in case we do, I'm ready. It's ready. Okay? These boxes, you can, if you have problems with roaches or bugs or insects or anything, once you open the cereal box, you got to use a container like that anyway. It'd be wise to use one of these containers right here, because the boxes will be open, and you may or may not get critters in there, or the cat your cat will knock it out of off the counter, and it may spill. And you know what I'm saying to you? You never know. It's good to have one of these. If this container falls, it may not break because it's plastic. It'll fall from the shelf here. If the cat knocks it down by accident, or somebody bumps into this shelving. It will shake, the bottle may fall and not break. It may not shatter, it'll break or anything, because it's not glass. That makes sense to you? You have a good chance. So it's good to have those kind of plastic containers. I got more. There's some juices that we're drinking in the front with these kind of bottles. I'm going to wash them when we finish drinking the juices and just store things away. Okay? Just let you know. All right? And if you have crackers or cookies that is individually packed and it has the advertisement on the package, put them in a glass. So keep them in the boxes. See these cakes? I gotta take them out. But see, all these cakes, the tasty cakes that we love, are individually wrapped. That's good. But it's good to put them in a glass container, open glass, like this one here, because you never know about what can happen. One may fall out of the box. Like, see here how this is sticking out inside, right there. It may fall out of the box, boom, and someone walks in and step on it. I got cookies that was on my kitchen counter. I'll put them inside a glass jar with a top. Okay, because the counter in the kitchen was getting too congested, so we took the cookies and we put them out here in a beautiful jar. See, you come in and you get it. You get the cake and everything. All right, but this is my storage room, my second storage room. But this video is not about the storage room. It's about the cereal bottle right there, the plastic one. That's really the topic, okay? All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Over and out.